It'll be good to see the progress on it, isn't it? I mean,
yeah, I've now started paying invoices for copper forming, so hopefully we'll see some good progress.
yeah, and that's the interesting bit for me, is the forming of that copper, and you know, we want to make sure that that follows the profile correctly. There's a lot of radiuses, crucial radiuses, that you get them correct. Make sure you've got plenty of lap length, because you don't want short laps, and then see how they're getting on with any sort of marking out and whatnot. Because I mean, it's, you know, I mean, it's a bit sort of a bit like when you used to be at Watch Blue Peter and that, and you made Tracy Island, and you've got to sort of cut these things out and sort of shape them. But this is with, like, you know, a huge piece of thick copper that's really expensive. So you don't want to get any of your measurements wrong.
And not theirs. So
Yeah.
we're doing it on the back of our copper.
Yeah.
Keep
Yeah.
the cost manageable and controllable. But the side sheet should be on as well.
Yeah.
And I think they've split the barrel from the throat plate, and I think that's back on. And then the welded up cracks are found. So it should be a good project compared to when we last saw it.
Mm. Well, I haven't been, actually. You've been since I've been, so it's been a long time since I've seen the boiler.
And Chris Kelly's been as well. So
Yeah.
I think he went a couple of months ago.
It's a boiler I always remember well, because when I first started on the railway, one of the, not the first job, but one of the first jobs I had was working on 80135, because it was under overhaul when I started in '96. And I remember the boiler turning up probably in about sort of spring, summer of '97. All this boiler turned up, all overhauled, all covered in primer. And then me and a chap, he was later became the boss. He'd been there a long time, Alan Warden. We did all the copper pipe work for the standard tank. So it's an engine I remember in my youth when I was an apprentice.
I remember seeing it run as a kid, but I haven't worked. Well, I've worked on it lots, but not any kind of running state.
Yeah. I mean, you can't beat a standard tank, can you? It's a daily traffic engine.
I've had a shed full of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could have a fleet of them. It'd be ideal. Perfect for the railway. See well as forwards as going back.
Yeah, economical.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good traction when you've got all them tanks above the wheel sets.
Mm. Yeah,
they're
crews
good
like it.
Yeah, crews love them, don't they?
Stand on the car here.
There's our boiler.
Loads of boilers. And
Just have to unpeel myself out of here.
yeah. You're a bit big for a car this size,
A
aren't you?
bit big for any car. Why am I in the back?
I know, yeah. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to check the bumper after we were rammed on the M62.
Yeah, you do that.
Looks all right. There's always some drama, isn't there, when we're coming over somewhere? Someone ran into the back of us.
There's our boiler.
Look at that. Beast. Hey up. Yeah, brilliant, yeah. Nice to see you again.
Good drive.
Yeah,
Rob, all right?
yeah, we enjoyed it, yeah. Wish our conditioning worked, but apart from that, and getting hit behind, crashed into it back on one way here. Apart from that, we've had a good trip.
BMW driver.
Yeah, it was.
It was a black one, yeah.
Funnily enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Car survived. Looks good. It's all in bits, though.
Burning rivets out, yeah.
Yeah, we're not finished taking it apart.
All right. Looks like it, yeah.
It's all going back together soon.
Cool. That's nice to see. You're going to give us a tour around then, have a poke around, have a look?
I might need a cup of tea first.
Ah, yeah.
We'll make a brew now.
This is all the copper for the inner box.
Yes. So we've got the door plate that's on the former over there at the moment,
Yeah.
which we'll have a look at in a minute. This is the copper tube plate. The holes haven't been drilled in that yet. We're just trying to get it all into position so I can trim the copper wrapper sheet here, the crown sheet.
Now, we sent this, didn't we?
Yes.
Well, you've made that out of raw material.
Yeah, we've made that raw material. You guys have provided us with this material here and the it all pressed and rolled.
And then you've got the NYMR formers, which you've used.
Yes,
put the
which we've
radiuses
used,
on.
Yeah, put all the radiuses on. This we do this by forming them with hot forming. It's very hard work.
Yeah. All manual.
Oh yeah, all manual. yeah.
And then this is too long, isn't it?
Yes, way too long at the moment.
So we're going to lose what, 2 foot off?
I reckon 2 foot, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's better being longer than too short.
It is,
so.
yeah, it certainly is. And then you've also got the copper side sheets.
Yes, again, they're over there.
Right.
What we've got to do is I've got to position these in the right place for this one and the other, the door plate.
Yeah.
And then we've got to measure and find where the stays are going to be on this so we can cut it
And then
trim it.
So you lose some off the side
Yeah.
as well, right?
We don't want to weld going through a stay hole.
No, that'll
Otherwise
weaken
that
it
cause
more.
cracking.
Yeah, yeah. Well, can't wait to see that going that bit.
Yeah, it'll be a while.
It will, yeah.
But these you never seems to be any work, progress. But then all of a sudden you'll see a load of progress just come together all of
Yeah.
a sudden.
That's what we get at Gromont. The engine's sitting there for ages.
Yeah.
And then suddenly you're like, oh, it's traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's one of them. So hot forming, what we do is we've got a former, which is usually a big lump of steel, and then we'll put the copper plate onto that bit of steel, bolt it down where we can. We have to try and follow where the stay holes are, or the tube holes. We bolt it down, and then you warm up around the radiuses and knock it over with a hide hammer.
Right. So you don't get any rippling if you use a hide hammer because it's soft.
Yeah, you don't want to. If you hit it with a steel hammer, you're going to end up getting little chunks missing out of the copper.
Yeah,
which isn't good.
When you grind it back to lose them, it gets thinner and thinner.
Yeah, exactly.
So also on this, it's got 2 different thicknesses.
Yeah.
You'll see around the other side, can't we?
Yeah. So
this is quite challenging because that's 1 sheet of copper, but 2 thicknesses.
So what we have to do is you order the sheet in. This particular one's 1 inch thick.
Yeah.
And then what we do is we machine all this down. I have to mark it out first to make sure we've got what this is called the tube nest.
Yeah.
So I have to make sure I've got that all right first, and then it gets sent off to be machined, and it gets machined up to this point here.
I see.
And then where you see center pops here, I then with an air chisel away most of this, and then dress it off then with a grinder afterwards.
So we buy that 1 inch, and then we take off all that good copper.
Yeah,
to make this to draw.
Oh,
that sounds really sensible.
Some people think that you have 2 separate thicknesses and then you weld it in the middle.
Yeah, well, just put a weld line. You don't want to.
You don't want a weld line in there. You're going to cause cracks. In the future.
So there's the fire roll door to do, which is on the former down
Over there,
which is very similar, but it's going to have a hole in the middle where the coal goes.
Yeah.
All right.
But that's all 1 thickness, so we don't have to bother with this whole inch movement and that.
This bit of copper's on one of our formers at the NYMR.
Yeah, this is one of the formers you guys have had made, sent up to us. I've had a check over it to see if I'm happy with all the measurements and that, and they seem to be okay. And
this former's been made so you can form round it and then flip it over and form.
So inside, you might just be able to see if you bend down and look underneath. There's a hole in the middle of the former, and that's to do the fire hole door. So what we do first is we form the flanges first, and then we take it off, flip it over, and now we haven't quite done it yet, but we put a little hole in there and we start forming down there. And that's exactly the same as what we do with the flanges.
Yeah, that's heated and beaten down with your
down. Yeah. You do get some stretching on these, but you generally sometimes you just put a little bit of weld to beef it up a bit.
Yeah. Okay.
But generally, by the time you've got the excess, you've usually all right with the thickness.
So that's a complex shape in 2 ways, 3 ways, because you put these on. You've also put this little flick on.
Yeah.
And then you beat that down over.
Yeah.
All by hand.
Yes, all by hand. Back-breaking work. Yeah, so this is your tube plate former.
And this is solid.
Yeah, this is solid as well. They weigh a fair bit, actually.
So the NYMR, we had these made.
Yeah.
And this can do most standards, I think.
These will do any standard.
Yeah. This is the kind of work people don't see because you have to do all this background work before you can even...
Yeah, I mean, I've had to mark out all the holes on this so I can get the right holes in it for bolting it down.
Yeah, so you can clamp off it.
Yeah. So also this has got a flat bit there and it goes down
Yeah.
and kicks there. I've had to warm that up and get it all kicked down. And yeah, it's
You're not
comes
picking
with
that
the
up, though, are you?
no, no, no.
Yeah.
Doesn't move much when you hit it.
Well, that's what you want as a farmer, don't you?
Yeah.
Relay, what's occurring with this then? What are we?
Right, so we've removed the throat plate and the barrel off
Yep.
your firebox because the idea is we want to have a fully riveted steel box and a fully riveted copper box.
Yep.
So this will allow us access from one end with the copper box to put that in, and then on this side we can then rivet it when we put it all back in.
Good.
There's no steel threaded screws put in it then, and it's just a stronger construction.
Yeah, I mean that's important for me is that we're getting this boiler back to as close as to the original design without any unnecessary welds, modifications. It's pretty much going to be as the boiler would have been when it came out of the manufacturers.
Yeah, they're far better like that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it was done like that for a reason, wasn't it? You know.
Yeah. We've also we're removing some of the rivets off the dome. They're a bit rough, so with the amount of work we're doing on it, we might as well remove them.
Yeah,
replace them. That'll allow us to machine the dome as well, so it's nice and flat.
Yeah.
You know, when you have it back. We've also replaced some of the rivets that were really well worn because of the position it's been stored in. They tend to rock up at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it really. Yeah.
I mean, this is a big job, isn't it?
Massive.
The boiler restoration go.
Yeah, yeah.
This is huge, isn't it?
Yeah.
But to me, it's going to be worth the effort.
Definitely.
Because, you know, getting it right now is really important that, you know, we then have a reliable engine. You know, this'll run, you know, the next 10-year overhaul will be tubes and maybe the odd stay.
Yeah, yeah.
But fundamentally, putting all this effort into a brand new firebox and all of this work will reap the rewards for many years.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people will just do a little repair.
Yeah.
Hoping that they can get 10 years out of it. But a lot of these things now, they're well past their sell-by date.
Yeah.
And, you know, we have to start replacing things now.
Yeah.
If you want to keep them running.
It's a new era of preservation, isn't it? Is that we've milked out everything out of the
pretty
asset
much,
from VR, and now we're into a new stage of overhaul. It's a lot bigger and fundamentally it's a lot more expensive.
Yeah.
But no, I'm pleased. It's nice to see. And yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
But it's good progress, and it's almost like you've got it apart enough now to have found any of the major.
Yeah. It's all putting back together now.
Yeah, it's putting it back together. So there should be no more surprises, please.
No, touch wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's cracking on. No, it's good to see. Nice to see the old girl again. I've spent a few hours on this over the years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like standards.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the best boilers to work on, in my opinion. But
Right. Yeah, well, you think so by the point of
being
that
standard.
point, they've got the hang of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. No, thank you. Thanks for showing us round.
So we've got the new out there firebox here.
Yeah.
Looks quite impressive. I wonder if you can tell us a bit about it and what you've been doing.
Yeah.
Any issues or problems you've had?
Yep. So it's had a brand new steel door plate.
Yeah.
We've replaced all the pads. You got your gauge ring pads and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's been had a new doubling plate put on, re-riveted. We've refretted where the longitudinal stays go through.
Yeah.
We've re-riveted it all as well. It's had new sides put on it.
Yeah.
They've been welded on.
It's nice and tidy.
Yeah. Riveted again. Yeah. This is that. The original was it was cut across here.
Yeah.
To try and get access. So it was determined that, you know, we might as well replace the entire thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make a better job of it in the long run.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
We also have repaired where your safety valve and manifold pads
comes
are.
off. Yeah.
They're currently being manufactured.
Yeah. Brand new pads.
Yeah, brand new pads. They were no point trying to mess about with it.
Riveted and seal welded.
Yeah, we'll rivet them and then seal weld them.
They've all got the roof stairs going through each pad as well.
Yeah. We will, when we get the copper box back in, we'll then straighten that because when we put because it was quite well fitted,
Yeah.
we put some build up weld around them pads where the pads were,
Yeah.
and the copper box now. When we get that in, put your throat plate back in, we can then use a beam, a bit like what we've done there on that boiler over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we can straighten the crown out and put a few stays in to pin it, so it stops it from
moving. Yeah, lock it in a position.
Yeah,
and it'll all be drilled and tapped. New roof stays.
Yeah, new roof stays. Yeah,
brilliant.
Yeah,
that's really good.
Yeah.
There's always engineering challenges.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's sometimes we have to try and change the way we're doing something because we've never quite done it this way, and you think, oh, actually, it'll be better doing it that way.
Yeah.
There's no right or wrong way of doing these things these days. Everyone has an opinion of how to do it, and we all.
As long as the end result's the same.
Yeah, as long as we listen to each other, and
Well, progress looks good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really pleased with the quality of the work that they're doing. I mean, it's there, isn't it? And I mean, this is what we wanted, was a boiler that's going to see us out kind of thing, and be a quality job that's going to be reliable. This is basically building a boiler. It's almost from scratch in some respects. There's a lot of work gone into this, and getting that copper firebox right and correct, and all the radius is right, and the holes in the right place is all going to give it life. It should avoid the cracking and the splitting and the wastage. I'm pleased.
If you think about the inner box and the outer box, they're virtually new. There's only that crown bit left.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a bit more on this, and I don't think I was quite expecting it to be split here.
Yeah, no.
But then that allows new rivets to go in.
But this is when you start to find them cracks and that might occur later on. And that's the important thing at an overhaul like this, is you take it right back down to the bare bones, examine absolutely everything and every bit of plate. And when you do a repair, you actually put it back as designed rather than a repair or a modification.
Yeah, rather than 60 years of little fettling things and keeping it going.
Yeah. And the fact it'll all be riveted, no patch screws or anything like that. It'll be proper as it was meant to be. So, yeah.
That'll be mega. When we get it dressed properly and lick a green paint back on it.
Yeah. Still a fair bit of work to do, though.
There is, yeah.
I mean, this is a big job.
I mean, all that copper work's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, I do like a bit of copper work, and it's not the easiest material to work with it. It's malleable, it's soft, but then it also moves in other places.
Yeah.
So keeping the whole thing together.
And it's not a thing we've got any experience in, really.
No, I mean that's ultimately is you send it to the experts that have got that skill set, and
specialists.
that ability to do it. Yeah.
And people don't necessarily see that when they see the boiler's not running or the engine's not in traffic. You've got to find these people, and they're not. They're few and far between them.
There aren't many of these places in the country that you can just go to. We haven't got there.
It's taken as far as to drive here.
Yeah. Nice day, though.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah, at least it's not raining looking round out here.
No, it normally does this side of the country, the evil side, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, we're on the dry side of the country. But yeah, no, overall I'm happy. I think we need to keep the pressure on them. Now we've seen it at this stage, and talking to them, there shouldn't be any more like surprises now. We know the job. It's just getting on with it, and that's going to allow us to get the chassis coordinated with the boiler to make sure that the two come together. And there's been a lot of work going on the chassis just recently, as we know. So,
there has, fitting them liners.
Yeah.
And then we're looking at getting the slide bars machine next.
Yeah.
And then we've got the point where we can have a rolling chassis.
Yeah.
And we've done thickness testing on the tanks. We've had all the wheel set outs in the past.
Yeah.
And we're looking at getting the Whitby signalling equipment on it as needed.
Yeah.
But, no, Richard's leading that. It's amazing.
Yeah. No, it's a good step forward. It's going to be a job at the end of it that everyone can stand back. Those that have supported us, through the Bridge and Wheels appeal, and our passengers,
and people on the tools.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone who's involved in the North Yorkshire Moors Railway, stand and look at this engine and all right. So it's a proper job and something to be proud of.
We need to celebrate that engine.
Yeah. That's back to as good as the day it came out of Brighton Works, I think it was.
Yeah, we were better than BR because they wouldn't have done extensive work like this.
No. Starting again. Yeah. Oh, good. I'm happy.
Yeah, me too.
Right. Let's go back to Yorkshire.
Home time. Yeah.